My name is Päivi and I'm an Iyengar yoga teacher residing in Espoo, Finland, very close to Helsinki. And today I'm going to show you a variation from Upavistha Konasana that is also gives you nice freedom into your hips. And if you have any kind of issues with your hip sockets or tightness in that area, this is a fantastic variation for you. You need a belt. If you have the standard, a little bit wider ones, it's okay, but these the thinner ones are ideal. And you need a blanket underneath you, not necessarily, but one way to check if you do, when you sit in Dandasana, in a stick pose, if your lower back rounds, then you need a blanket underneath you. So you want to create as much as you can space between your hip bone and your lower ribs. Sometimes it's good to use the blanket for comfort, which I usually do. So I would have the blanket folded in a way that there's a triangle. You place your sit bones on this triangle. If you need higher support than this one, then you would just do an extra fold for the blanket. Okay, so I'm going to place this so this triangle is facing forward. I'm going to sit on this blanket, and my sit bones are on a blanket, and there's about 5 centimeters, about 2 inches of the tip of the blanket showing. And then you will take your legs into Upavistha Konasana. I'm going to press my thighs down, extend my legs, activate my feet, so I'm elongating away through my inner feet. I'm taking my hands, fingertips on the floor, looking slightly upwards. So I want to be really as alert as I can, active on my legs, pressing the thighs down, extending the inner, opening the toes and extending the inner feet away from me, bringing the outer feet towards me. All right. And then I'm going to bend my right leg into Adha. Adha means halfway. Next, the belts. You will place the belt around you, bring it into your groins, underneath your hip bones. Buckle is out on your outer thigh. So when you place the belts around the knee, there's a little bit of an indentation. When you bend the knee, you see a little bit of an indentation in a kneecap. So you place the belt in that indentation, and then I'm going to take my leg down. At the same time, I'm going to tighten the belt a little bit. So you want to have the belt snug. So now I'm extending my thigh bone towards the belt. I'm extending my inner thigh towards the knee. And you get really nice, it's assisting your elongation, the belt, that's what it's doing. And also at the same time, it's creating space into your hip socket because you extending the thigh bone towards the belt. So it's quite nice. And you might notice, okay, it feels like the belt is getting looser, which is not the truth. You're just getting more space inside of you. So you might want to lift the knee a little bit, leg a little bit, and tighten the belt. And once again, I'm extending my thigh bone towards the belt, extending the inner thigh towards the knee, and taking my arms out to the side, extending my side so there's a space between your hip bones and the lower ribs. And inhale, exhale. When you come out of this, you take the leg up, loosen the belt, and the other side. So make the left leg into Adha, Upavistha. Place the belt around your knee so it comes in the indentation. The belt is right below your hip bone. And then when you tighten the belt, lift the leg a little bit. So you tighten the belt And when you take the leg down, there's a clearly, when you extend the bone towards your towards the belt is resisting. So this resistance gives you the freedom into your hip socket. I do have a little bit of issue with this hip, and I just love this space and elongation I gained. Elongation in my spine and space into my hip. This variation is great. And then I notice I can tighten up a little bit. Once again, thigh bone towards the belts. Inner thigh towards the knee. Take your arms a little bit out at the side. Keep your spine elongated so there's a lot of space between your hips and lower ribs. And look up a little bit. And enjoy this freedom this is creating to you. Extending away. A belt is resisting, and this resistance, the extension and resistance, the opposite forces, is creating space in here. Okay. And I'm coming out, I'm lifting the leg up, releasing the belts. And then you can extend the legs as to get the circulation back to normal. Thank you for watching. Namaste.